You call my laptop dirty?
Yes.
I mean, now that I see it, it's a little crummy.
Why are you asking for compressed air on my laptop?
A little crummy.
Would you like some compressed air?
Yeah.
Could help.
Right before we started, Josh is like,
Hey, would you like some compressed air for your laptop?
He needs some.
no, I don't.
I don't even know what any of that is. It's probably like...
Do the buttons get stuck?
Food crumbs.
Half the buttons don't even work because I spilled alcohol on it during a Richard Stanley Perfect Movie podcast. Yeah.
It's not an upgrade.
Well, this is my backup laptop because my other one broke. I have 6 laptops that don't work at my place, even though I do laptop tech repair.
Okay, yeah, you should do that. I'm about to mention that. Like, you do this now. Do it.
Or give it to my dad. Sell it to me.
No, there's so much, like, stuff on there.
Porn.
Especially the porn vids between me and my ex.
Yeah, definitely don't let me give that to my dad.
I mean, hey, if your dad wants to pay premium. So, we're going to be talking about Anime Dallas that we went to. COVID Con, Plague Con.
Only con of the year.
Yeah. 2020 Anime Con. That's all there is.
Yeah, those comments online are not good.
No, they don't like it. No.
One of them was like, "You're gonna kill everybody." How are we gonna kill people? We go to the grocery store.
Yeah, I was told that I was literally killing this person's grandmother by going to the con.
Oh, that's unreal.
I bet that grandma goes grocery shopping.
I work at Xmart, or I work within Xmart. I felt more comfortable there than I do working at Xmart, like at any given day. Like, it was more sanitized, more precautions put into place than any day of the job. And both of y'all work at Xmart.
Oh, yeah.
I work at Xmart. For the last time I recorded, I had another position though. So, like, I've been moving around place to place. Now I'm
Me too.
less sanitary than I am.
I make sure to clean up after every customer touches the keypad.
Good for you.
Thank you.
I make sure to clean up after every girl's over. So the very first day on Friday, we went to the opening ceremonies. That was fun. We got to meet the people. Basically, everybody that was there the entire weekend except Thomas McGee decided to pull out because of the Twitter hate after the first day.
There was like a few people that said they were coming and then didn't.
Yeah, so let's go to the guests real quick. So, Jay Hickman was there just Sunday, right?
Yep.
He showed up right before... No, I guess it was Saturday and Sunday. He showed up right before the late showing of Lake Texarkana.
Yeah, Lake Texarkana Gamera.
And then he had the panel on Sunday that we went to where we were the one of 3 people in there.
Oh, that was so
That
awkward.
was so awkward.
We walk in there like 10 minutes after it started, and it was just one person like, oh, we're like in the middle, we have to commit to this now.
How do you think he felt? He probably felt real bad.
What was going on during that event, though, that made people, like, not want to come to him?
I don't think anything was going on.
He's just not a, like, well-known voice actor. So, we went in there, there was just one person asking questions. We sat down behind them, and the guy was like, hey, I don't want to, like, hog the event, so I'm going to let them ask some questions.
And then puts us under the spotlight.
And then the only thing I could think of to ask is I wanted more information about Lake Texarkana because on Saturday, halfway through the movie, I decided that it was time for us to leave after both of y'all started snoring.
I won't stay up late.
I was just resting my eyes, Dawn. I was just resting my eyes.
That's not the first thing you asked him, though, remember? He asked him what soup he liked.
No, yeah.
That's the first question you asked.
Oh, yeah, because... Oh, okay, so hours before we went to the Mongol? Question and answers. Yeah, and then somebody asked their favorite soup. Apparently, according to the guy in front of us, apparently a lot of the panels, the same person had been asking, what's your favorite soup? So I just continued the trend. Because what I remember, Rob was potatoes.
Potato soup.
Potato soup, and then, didn't Jay Hickman said he liked a good alphabet soup, like a chicken and noodle?
I don't really know.
Yeah, so...
I don't know if he decided it yet.
And then halfway through the Jay Hickman question and answers, we decided to leave. I was like, hey, I don't want to be here no more. Can we leave?
This is awkward.
And then y'all didn't want to stand up first, so I had to, and you told me social disorder, which is pretty, like, discriminatory. But it's fine. It's fine, Josh. Everything's fine. Well, you don't like any problems.
Yeah.
Like, no social...
Social or anxiety-inducing.
Yeah, no anxiety-inducing interactions in public. No social, like, clashes.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we're going ahead and start this intro. This is the second sweep episode about Anime Dallas, so this is Anime Dallas 2020. I didn't expect to go this con, but because of COVID, we actually went. And thank God we did, because it's basically the only con that we're going to experience during this pandemic. Alrighty. So basically, Ron Toy talked some crap online, and I clapped his cheeks. And
he liked it.
Yeah,
he did. He came back for some more.
Hey everyone, I'm Nick Ricada of Ricada Law, and you are listening to The Sweep.
Call them my super friends. When we hang out, there are always shenanigans.
It's a show about nothing and a podcast about anything.
And then turn back and listen, and then he'd say something else. He'd be like,
maybe he wanted to be your friend.
No, he was retarded.
Sit back and relax as we assault your mind through the wonderful world of YouTube.
This is how it is. I'm not going to go to the front desk and tell these people that can barely, like, put out bagels that I just clogged the toilet. Y'all good?
I remember those events. I remember everything about that.
That makes me think about Galveston.
Oh my god. Oh, that's embarrassing.
You should tell him.
Oh, no. Well, this ain't about Galveston. This is about Anime Dallas.
No, I want to hear about this Galveston now.
Okay, so Galveston. Okay, so in Galveston, apparently they have huge Mondo toilets. Like, I guess bigger people.
Well, you know, Galveston or Houston is the fat capital of the world. There's more fat people in Houston than any other place in the United States.
Didn't know that. I might explain why. Okay, so I'm at this hotel and I need to take a dump. Not gonna lie. And so I take my dump, and when I looked down to flush, it was all still there. And I flushed.
It wasn't in the water.
I flushed a few times, like, this isn't going down. I don't know what to do. And so, like, I was like, "Hey, babe," she said, "What?" You come in there. I need some help. Yeah, I told her not to come in. I told her it's not going down. She's like, "Show me." So she broke into the door and looked at me and laughed at me for like 2 hours.
Because it was just perfect. It looked like the little poop emoji was just sitting there perfect.
So yeah, that was my embarrassing trip to Galveston.
We got it down though with a bucket full of water. I mean, it was my idea.
Oh, that was interesting.
Hey, speaking of hotels, let's talk about my experience.
Oh yes, let's go with in full depth of what happened.
So, when Anime Dallas decides that they're going to continue, in November? October?
November.
Okay, November. I'm still working at ABC at the time. And Miss Beach Sandy gets a great deal at the hotel at Anime Dallas, which she eventually canceled and decided not to go because they were worried about Tiny Tim. I'm like, oh dang, I gotta get a hotel, because I asked you if you're going, and you say yeah, but you and Megan were going to decide whether you're going to get a hotel together.
Uh-huh.
Okay. We're talking about that, so I'm like, okay, and I'm single at the time, so I decide to just get a hotel by myself. So I looked up literally the cheapest hotel, and it was through a company called Snag Travel, and they have a hotel for $44 a night. So after taxes and whatever fees is about $50 a night, about $100.
It's not bad.
I think it's $99.58 that I paid. Okay, so the hotel is Oyo Hotel Irving, DFW Airport North. So I have this booking for multiple nights. I go to this hotel, and there's an Indian guy, and I walk up, and I give him my ID, and tell him that I have a room and everything, and he looks it up, and he'd be like, "Oh no, we oversell hotel. We oversell room. We not have room available. You must upgrade the room to have full kitchen. To have full kitchen, you must pay $40 extra a night, which is $80. So I need $80 to have the full upgrade." And I'm like, no, like, literally on my receipt from Snag Travel, it says there'll be a $100 deposit, and there'll be no extra fees added. Now, I really wasn't expecting this con to happen, and right before this con occurred, I currently changed jobs. So I didn't have a lot of money saved, so I didn't have enough money to pay the $100 deposit as well as an $80 extra charge to go to the next room. So I'm arguing with this guy, I get the corporate number, I call them, corporate's like, yeah, you have to get the room at the room that you paid. If they need to upgrade you, then that's on them, but you don't have to pay any extra money. Corporate calls him and he just hangs up the phone in front of me. So I'm yelling at him through this COVID Chinese virus glass. And I'm like, answer the phone. Like, it's pissing me off. And there's people behind me. And he tries to help the next person. I just stand in front of him. And I'm like, no, like, this is me. You're helping me. So eventually I asked to speak to an owner or a manager or anything. He says there's no managers there. The only person above him is the owner. The owner's currently at the south location. He only owns the north DFW airport and the south version. So I asked when he's going to be here, and I need to call him, and he does call them, and he says he's going to be there in an hour and a half. Okay, which is like right around when I'm supposed to be booking in, because I got there 2 hours early. So I'm like, okay, I can wait. And I sit there and I wait. And then eventually the owner comes in without a mask on and just walks past me. I try to be like, hey, are you the owner or whatever? Goes in the back, gets a package, comes back out, and I'm like, hey, I'm having an issue. And he just walks past and leaves me.
Just no F's given.
No F's given. So I go back to the guy, and it's probably like a 55-year-old Indian guy with glasses and a bald head. And I'm like, okay, I just want to cancel my reservation. He says that I can't because I ordered it through a travel agency. I have to cancel it with them.
That makes sense.
Right. So at this point, you're like 5 minutes away from picking me up.
Yeah.
Because I call you and I tell you, hey, I'm not going to get a hotel room. Like, I'm going to have to get picked up. So as he's doing this, I decide that thanks to all the times that I watch Louis Tech in his scam baiting, that I know how to cuss out people in Hindu. So I'm talking to him, and just out of nowhere, I start saying, Terimaki tu ben kalode, tu skeme tutia benshud, rundi bakerchud lun. And so his face, basically, he was putting down a piece of paper, and he completely stopped, still holding the piece of paper in the air, and he completely freezes while I'm saying these words to him. And all the movement of him is his eyebrows. His eyebrows progressively get more and more pissed off as I'm walking out of the door, still cussing at him in Hindi. So, yeah.
I'm so sorry. I was watching a jump scare. It scared me.
You're watching a jump scare? Is this the jump scare?
Scroll down.
Scroll down.
I'm sorry, I was not expecting that. I was just scrolling down.
So the entrance is door to the hotel, which, like, they shouldn't have done that, but they know what they were doing because they're trying to scam that other guy, wasn't they?
Yeah, so while I was sitting there waiting on the manager, a black guy came in, and they tried to charge him $60 extra to upgrade. So $120 instead of $80.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wasn't the only one. The first day while we were at the con, I had to call Snag Travel, or message Snag Travel, and try to convince them to give me a refund. Yeah. But I was like, I didn't get what I was promised. Like, this is clearly a different issue.
They, completely refused.
Yeah. So eventually I had to get a call from the VP of the calling center, and she had to talk to me and tell me that they've had problems with this hotel before. Because of my report, they took that location off of their website. They gave me $17 in credits and 20% off my next hotel.
Don't forget that you had to get it off recording specifically.
Oh, yeah. So she had to stop the recording to tell me that this hotel has a lot of problems.
Yeah.
So clearly you never want to stay at OU. And actually, if you could get a pen and piece of paper real quick.
Okay.
Just in case y'all ever have this issue, I want to make sure that y'all don't have this issue. So it's at 4100 West John Carpenter Freeway, Irving, Texas. 75063. You got that written down?
Totally.
Okay. And then the number is 469-257-0559. Got it?
Yep.
Okay. Just making sure that y'all never have this issue. Yeah, because we can't really dox people like that on YouTube. So I just want to make sure y'all personally had that information handy. Just in case y'all ever run into that issue at that hotel.
Got it down in my important notes.
Alright, cool. Anime Dallas.
Alright, now we actually can start the con. This is pre-con, now we're actually at the con.
Yeah. So we're going to tell what day it is. So it's going to be a crazy Michaela Monday. But it's COVID, so we can't really go anywhere. But I think going to a convention that everybody says that we're literally killing grandmothers is good enough.
I think that suffices.
As a crazy Michaela Monday. Alright, cool.
Crazy Michaela Monday.
COVID edition.
All right, let's go.
Without any more further ado, the 45th President of the United States of America.
Let's make Crazy Michaela Mondays great again. We all love the sweep. Am I right, folks? I'm always right. Stupid question, I know. Now give it up for my good friend, Daddy White. He's doing a great job, really.
Boy, that intro is struggling.
My computer's having a little hard time right now.
You gotta, stop some programs. Maybe, I don't know, clean up your laptop internally first.
Just because I do computer repair, software, and security doesn't mean
You're gonna do it
that
to your
there's
own?
anything wrong with my computer.
Okay.
Man, so I am currently here with Ghetto Kaiba.
Ghetto Kaiba.
Here comes a new player.
That card sucks.
No.
Fuck you, Kaiba. That card stank as hell.
Ugh, such a good intro.
And why is open shot video editor opening? No. So, and then we're here with his fiance, Kinky Taya.
Kinky Taya. You should summon me sometime. If you can handle it.
What? What the f?
That's good stuff.
So, yeah. And then, of course, I'm Daddy White.
Daddy White.
When I roll off the mic, I'm dangerous.
Harder, Daddy.
Still classic. Alright, so we should start with Saturday. Was it Saturday?
Well, it would have been Friday. But we talked about opening ceremonies. I'm not sure what else we did. Actually, what did we do besides... Did we do just Monica? I think we did, right? Or did we not?
Monica wasn't there. Is this the updated schedule?
Yeah.
Okay. I know we did John and Olivia Swayze.
Did we on Friday, though? I can't remember.
We played games?
Yeah, we played board games.
Oh, did we? Is that when we played Pokemon Monopoly?
Yes.
The one that's not COVID safe? So Anthony was like, that's not COVID safe. And I said that we had a pack that we were all going to get COVID before we leave. Okay, so yeah, we did play Monopoly. Oh, we did see the My Hero Academia abridged that day, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The
abridged with Joyride Entertainment, yes.
You might F my mom, but I F'd your daughter. He said, listen to this. United States Virgin Islands smash.
No, yes, good stuff.
Who's the guy's name? Juan that we played,
No, it was
Isaac.
Isaac that we played the Pokemon Monopoly with.
His first con ever. What an experience.
And then me and Isaac basically went to jail 7 times apiece.
Before they passed go.
In the first row.
Good stuff.
Oh, and actually, right before that, me and my roommate, Lando, actually went to a place called Mile High Sub and Pizzas. It was pretty good. Pizza was very good. Hamburger was okay. Meat didn't taste like much. Cheaper meat, but the veggies were real cold and nice. It was good. Overall, good experience. So y'all were dressed up as Deku and Ochaka?
I was dressed up as a Class 1B student, and she was dressed up as Ochaka.
Okay. Well, at least she has brown hair, because you didn't wear your green wig.
Yeah, couldn't
like
style
some
that.
kind of peasant.
Couldn't style that.
That was a lot harder to style than we thought.
So you should have brought it to my roommate, Princess Unicorn, because she actually styles wigs.
The more we know next time, though. Next con, whenever that is.
So there were so many people that pulled out of Anime Dallas because of the Twitter wokeness.
Yeah, let's go through that.
So let's start with the board members. After the very first year, Chuck Huber was not a board member. John Swayze kicked him off because of the Vic stuff, right?
Right.
John decided to be so woke because of the Vic things and invite Monica and Jamie and, be that type of person. Well, look at him now. So now he decided to have a con during the middle of a pandemic during COVID, and now Ron Toy, one of his biggest supporters, are saying to delete his number and that they're never going to show up at a con of him ever again. And currently, Anime Houston only has John Swayze as a guest.
Oh my god.
So this is what happens, John, when you decide to side with these woke voice actors that all they're going to do is turn on you. You thought you were on their side during the Vic stuff. Well, now you're going to be the victim, just like the rest of us. The video, I don't know if you ever saw the video on Anime Dallas' Facebook page that had John, Lucy, and David all saying that, hey, this con's going to be safe, like we're all supporting it and everything.
No, I didn't.
They had a video like that. Well, as it got closer to the con, remember in Texas, COVID cases went up.
Right.
So David posted this. Some clarification regarding my part in Anime Dallas. I was appointed to advisory board over a year ago. It's an unpaid position. The board did not have the power to cancel the convention. Our only power was to advise those running the event. My initial advice was to take the event completely online. When it became clear that that would not happen, my advice was to postpone or cancel the event. At no point was any of my advice taken. I elected not to participate in the event, and I've resigned from the advisory board. I deeply hope that everyone who chose to attend remained safe, healthy, and well. I humbly apologize that there was only an event to attend. I did my best to ensure that there wouldn't be, but my best was not enough to prevent it, David. And you see all these voice actors. You see Alejandro Sab, Crystal, our good boy Edward. Mm-hmm. You see Jessica. These are all people that we've seen before. And they're all being like, oh yeah, good you woke. COVID killed my second sister's brother's cousin's boyfriend. And, that's how they act. And then you got Lucy Christian on here. She didn't make a comment about it, but some woke. Oh, look, their name says "at home, wear a mask," so you know how they feel about anything. They probably ran into Vic. Said that I can't believe this con's happening. It's killing my grandmother. My brother's second sister's cousin, uncle's janitor died of this. And Lucy decided to comment about that and said I was on the advisory board for the con, but postponed to the rising COVID numbers. And when it was confirmed it was going ahead, I declined to attend and then asked my name be removed from the board. I was home that weekend. Two people that John Swayze trusted and decided that their opinion mattered so much that they should be on the board for the con, stabbed him in the back.
Yeah.
And just from there, that shows you how this event started. And what's funny is nobody knew this event was happening because on the very first day, there was very few to no negative comments. On Friday. Saturday morning is when everything started on Twitter with people saying that they were going to report the con. Oh, my dad works for the city of Dallas or Irving and we're getting it shut down. People are getting fined. We went there Saturday, went there Sunday, so clearly the phone calls didn't work.
Yep.
Even afterwards, the con was only, the 4th or the 6th on the 9th. Mm-hmm. People were still saying that the con was getting fined. They already reported it, and they did an investigation saying that it was going to be completed. And nothing is still yet happening. So clearly, it's almost like the con was perfectly fine. They decided to cap off the attendance of 50% of last year's numbers, which would have been about 2,000.
Now, actually, I think they kept it even way more than that. Because to last year, they had 4,000 people come.
Yeah, so they capped the tickets at 2,000, but only 1,000 people bought tickets and 700 people showed up.
I mean, this year? Oh, yeah, no, they capped it at 800. Only 725 showed up.
No, that's what he said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he capped it at 50%, which would have been 2,000 because it's half of last year's 4,000.
Oh, okay.
But only 1,000 people bought tickets, but only 700 people showed up.
Which is still good turnout for a smaller con.
Yeah, but he tried to say that he capped it at a lower amount, which isn't true. It's just nobody bought the tickets.
Oh.
It's just really saddening to see the kind of hate that he was getting after people commended the con so much last year about having Jamie and Monica. And it was pretty disappointing, and I had a fun time at the con. I don't know about y'all.
It was a good time. It has moments that was kind of boring, but it felt like a normal con. Couldn't get into stuff because of how they had the rooms.
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff,
the smaller panels.
Smaller panels, COVID safe, 6 feet social distancing, mask worn, all that jazz. Didn't feel anything different than from a normal con besides that.
Yeah, when I was telling other people about it, I was like, I don't think we sat around or did anything different than we normally would have done at a normal Anime Dallas.
Yeah.
Because even when the panel rooms aren't capped, a lot of the panel rooms fill up. Like, especially the smaller ones if they have an event that a lot of people want to go to. And we kind of did the same thing that we normally do at Anime Dallas.
Yeah.
Like, if we go next year during November, which clearly COVID should be over by then, we're not going to see it different besides less sanitization.
Yeah, agreed.
Kinky Teo, with it being your first con, what did you think?
It was definitely different. I did not expect that many people to dress up. But it was fun.
Nothing. Like, there was only a few professional cosplayers that actually came, like the ones that actually did autographs. Like, there's actually professionals that come out there every so often and do just pictures. Like, they just go out there to do pictures.
I'll have to see that next con then.
Whenever that's going to happen.
So do you have any ideas of what you want to dress up as next con?
Oh, I don't know. We're doing a couple things, probably like Attack on Titan, since that's your favorite anime. Even though you don't watch anime, it's your favorite anime.
Well,
Well, I guess we can go over to the voice actors that decide to bail on us. That's always fun. Nice.
Don't you mean ice?
Ah ha 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 ha.
It's because he dropped ice.
So the first one right off the bat is Austin Tyndall. Said he was supposed to come, but Friday they announced that it would be him and a couple other people I'm going to get to that didn't come only because they were... This is before Twitter. They were just afraid of coronavirus itself and in itself.
Yeah, and I think that they said some of them were just running late and that they would be here Saturday and then they didn't show up.
Yeah, and they just didn't come.
And Austin Tyndall was one of the people we were looking forward to because...
of our experience with them last year.
Yeah, with the drunkenness.
Oh, yes. The photo of that was always going to be a memory.
I just wanted to go up to Austin Tyndall and crack open a cold one with the boys.
I was gonna say ASMR at its finest, but you handled it.
So Olivia Swayze was there, of course.
She did like
John Swayze's daughter.
She's only done 2 roles.
She's done more than that. It's just ones that we know of.
Oh yeah, I mean she did small roles when she was a kid, but we don't legally know about those.
Yeah, that was interesting. I didn't know that back in the day they used to just bring in their children to do like the one-off children roles.
Yeah,
that was something I was unaware of. Olivia Swayze's hot. Oh, I forgot that John actually watches these. You know he watched the last one, yeah.
Does he?
He commented on that and said that he was sorry that we didn't have a good time in the last episode.
Oh, that's right. Right. I remember that.
Man.
I wonder if he still watches us.
I wonder if Olivia's single. So as we continue... He's still following me on Twitter. As we continue, so of course we had John Swayze.
Oh, they took off everybody.
Oh.
They took him off the thing completely.
Oh, that is weird.
So I know Freddie Hines was supposed to be there too.
Yeah, and he didn't show up because he was scared of Twitter. We had Barry, which I still don't know if he's straight or not. But he was very anti like Twitter. He was like, you can tell all them haters that we're just having a safe con and it is fine and you can go and they can do stuff to them that I imagine myself doing. Or whatever he said. And that was cool. They said that Wendy Powell was there, but I don't remember seeing her.
I don't remember seeing her either.
And then, of course, Jay Hickman was there.
And Texas Nerd Gillespie, how do you pronounce it?
Oh, and Rob Mungo was there, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So the Texas Nerd strip show, I didn't know it was a thing.
Yeah, I didn't either.
We had seen that every year, but we never went to it because it was so late in the day. It was like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it was too late to go.
I didn't know we could have went to a strip show every single time. Yeah. And I also didn't know that all the guys were just also females. So that was great.
Yep.
Poor Megan didn't get to see any dick.
Hey, I did later that night.
All right, cool. I'm going to keep that in the podcast. Okay, so number 1, the vice president is apparently John's son. We didn't know that.
Oh.
Yeah, that was fun. But also, Stephanie was there. The voice of Kid Gohan and Kid Gohan and Kid Goku.
That's right.
And I really wanted to meet her. She was commenting in the Anime Dallas group and saying that she wanted to be invited, but they were completely full as far as guests. And because of everybody pulling out, she was invited last moment.
Like literal last moment. One of the voice actors came and came down from an elevator while we were sitting down by it and said, "Oh, I didn't know there was an opening ceremony," and it was one of the voice actors that came last minute.
Yeah, pretty crazy. And you talk about the cosplayer. There was a lot of cosplayers there.
No, I'm talking about like professional.
They're professional. The ones that giving autographs?
No, besides them. No, I'm talking about just the normal people. Cosplayers. The one that do just for the pictures.
Right. So there was a bunch of tits and ass there, and there was one that I really wanted to meet, but she left because they were getting death threats from Twitter. But I did get to meet 2 of them and their handlers, and then a third.
And their handlers. I didn't say none.
Their handlers.
Okay, gotcha now.
I don't get it.
So there was also one more that wasn't an official guest. She was in the Diller's room like a normal Diller. And that's the Dora the one.
Oh, yes, Dora the Explorer.
The one where she was dressed up as Dora the Explorer that everybody says is creepy.
Yeah.
I was going to get her Bowsette picture, but she just didn't look right as Bowsette. She looked better as Dora, so I got Dora.
I hope you include that in the podcast. We hope
the picture?
I throw that picture up there.
I don't think I can with YouTube.
Just put a logo over it, and that's fine.
Oh, yeah, I'll
I'll
censor it. Okay, cool.
Put the Anime Dallas logo over it.
Okay, so continuing. The weird thing about talking to them is that you're looking through a booklet of them half naked when they're already half naked.
Yep.
And they're trying to talk to you like it's normal. Like, hey, what's your name? Oh, you having a fun time at the con? I'm like, I just want your nudes and I'm going to go. I just want titty and we're going to go.
I didn't ask for this social interaction.
Yeah, this is getting a little awkward for me, honestly. No cap. So yeah, on Saturday, the Austin Tyndall Q&A was replaced by Stephanie's Q&A.
Yeah.
And that we didn't go to because we showed up late. We were getting food, right?
Yeah, we were getting food.
Yeah, so that was fun. It's Taco Bueno, right?
Taco Bueno.
Yeah. We thought they didn't give us spoons and forks and napkins, but they actually did. It was just the very, very, very bottom of the bag.
Underneath every burrito.
Yes. We did do the cosplay contest, which was good. I was disappointed that the Samus didn't win, because I thought she had the best poses.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, anime voice actors, old versus new.
Oh, yeah.
So we had Olivia and John, and then Christina.
Yes.
So it was kind of like in between very old and then very new, because Christina's very...
They're all together. Like
yeah, Olivia was very...
John and his wife, and then his daughter.
Oh, and then the Meet Raw Mongol was the highlight of the con.
Yes, that was the highlight of the con, but the amount of stories that he told. Everybody listening to this, not many people, but everybody listening to this, go see the Bracelet of Bardot. Yes, go see that.
That director owes him $300.
And tell the director that he owes him $300 and go review it and how bad it was. Thank you very much. That's all I ask.
And then also find the hentai that Rob Mongol was never in a hentai, but Mongol Rob was.
Mongol Robert also, yes, look him up too.
That'll show them. They'll never figure that out. Oh my god.
Oh man.
And my favorite was, I was like, hey, can I take a picture with you? He was like, yeah, we're not supposed to, but that's fine. I was like, well, just have the table in between us so Twitter doesn't get upset. And he's like, F Twitter, show him this. And he takes off his mask, leans in right next to me, and we take the photo.
Oh my goodness.
Because, like, honestly, F Twitter, like, screw them. Who cares what they think?
Yeah.
The anime rap battle was good. I didn't feel like going up there and roasting. I honestly would have been beast, but I just didn't care to do it.
You weren't drunk enough to do it.
I wasn't. I was trying to be drunk. You were way too sober, and then I started sobering up.
Something about public intoxication is like doesn't suit my taste buds anymore. Don't know why.
Probably from Vegas.
Probably from Vegas. I think that's what really like ruined my drinking. Is like I don't know. That was scary.
That's fun though. It's fun being drunk in public.
No. It was blackout drunk in public. It wasn't just drunk in public. It was blackout drunk.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, I don't remember that night.
Oh boy. Okay, so and then Sunday, that was the Meet John Hickman when we were only like the third person.
Ah, yes.
Oh, there was two. Oh my god. Wait, which one did we go to? There's Meet John Hickman and there's John Hickman Q&A. Oh, it was the Q&A because it was the main event. Yeah. And then closing ceremony. We're going to do the Christina Kelly, but we got there too late. Well, at least we found some cool stuff in the artist alley in Diller's room.
Yeah.
Speaking of, for Christmas, you bought me 2 posters that were autographed by Majin Buu, Hercule, and Cell.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Well, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah?
So, I posted on Twitter, I was like, an artist in Anime Dallas had autographed Dragon Ball Z prints. Even had them discounted because of COVID. I've always wanted to meet Damian Clark, but I would never pay for Ranger or Josh to sign anything due to their KickVic comments. So it was a great find. The artist actually liked and retweeted it.
Oh.
But the voice actors wasn't so happy about my comment.
Oh my god.
So Chris was like, never mind, Vic. You should have heard the things we talked about your mother.
Oh.
And I said... You should hear the things I say about my mother. Stick to dad jokes, mama's boy. And he said it's the title of my sex tape. I said, I'm a little too old for you, sir. Maybe check the Funimation Casting Couch archives for new fapping material. He said, you're never too old to be a jackass. You nailed it. I was like, oh, yes, you're killing it. Repeat after me for everyone in the back. Stay woke, stay broke. And then Josh was like, my signature's up on your wall. How do you feel to support me or whatever? I was like, oh, yes. One Josh Martin autograph in an apartment of hundreds. You seem pretty mad, though. And all kinds of other stuff. And yeah, I said he's hashtag hose mad and whatever. He literally responded in seconds of me posting this. And I thought he was supposed to be a busy professional voice actor, but clearly has a lot of time on his hands. So yeah, that's how that worked out. And what's funny is these people have... Oh, he even retweeted this and said, imagine still not accomplishing what you set out to accomplish. Thanks for the support. Has 1 like. To put this in perspective, Josh, these people have 5,000 followers, and nobody cares. Nobody cares about them.
That's so sad for them.
And what's funny is they're friends because they always appear together. It's always like Boo and Hercule at the same event. Yeah. It's because nobody cares what they are. They're washed up voice actors. And it's just funny to see them get this butthurt, this hashtag hose mad. Is there anything you want to talk about the con?
Oh, it was my first time cosplaying. Oh, it was an interesting sight, I guess. When I first bought my actual cosplay, it was from, I don't know, Japan, maybe China. And apparently the people over there are really small. So I had to order a very large, but the waist was a size 42. Yeah, I'm not a size 42, believe it or not. I don't know if you can hear about the sound of my voice. I'm a size 32, if even.
Your voice determines how small you are?
It can.
Okay. Just making sure. I mean, I know you can, like, hear the fat of, like, some people, but... Yeah, like Alex Jones.
See, getting that retailored was, like, the adventure of getting a cosplay done. Other than that, it was fine.
Excuse me, sir.
I'm just watching you flirt over there.
Oh, God.
Other than that, not really much. I wish I had more money to spend on the con, but...
Same, though.
I mean...
I spoiled you.
You did spoil me. I also got you stuff, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fine. I like what I got. I'm glad that it happened. A lot of interesting people there.
The one guy that had all the original $100 Yu-Gi-Oh! Art.
Oh,
which I still want that booklet.
I want the book.
Same. I also want the booklet as well. Man. I was able to fill... So I have a binder full of, like, business cards.
I've seen that.
I put them in there. Yeah. I was able to flesh out that binder pretty well with Anime Dallas doing all of the business cards from all this stuff. The day following Anime Dallas, Anime News Network, the very trusted site, they've never lied.
Never. Okay.
Not once about Vic or Monica or anything. Decided to post a news article saying that a week before the con, John Swayze was actually exposed to somebody that had COVID.
Oh,
so he quarantined himself for 3 days and then took a test. And the day before Anime Dallas, his test came back negative.
All right, that's fine.
He came to the con like any normal person would. But because he didn't strictly follow the World Health Organization guidelines, he put everybody in danger. And what's funny is the con ended on the 6th? 4th, 5th, and 6th?
Mm-hmm.
It is currently, at the time of this record, December 13th. You had any signs of COVID?
Not to my knowledge.
Not to my knowledge either. Yeah, it seems like we're all okay. It seems like that we're just fine. Like, it's almost like, hypothetically, that the con took all precautions to make sure people were safe.
Not to mention you, went up to and talked to him directly twice.
Yes, very closely. And one was out of mask when he was drunk at the Texarkana.
Oh, no, 3 times down. I remember it.
Yeah. The funniest thing was they were posting, or they were retweeting a lot of tweets about the Artist Alley Room.
Okay.
The artist would be like, hey, I'm at the Artist Alley Room, come say hi, whatever. Yeah. People would retweet it and say, oh, look, it's so close together and people are going to touch all over those things and COVID or whatever.
You sanitize before you
literally in every booth we had to sanitize before we touched anything. Sometimes we actually sanitized something and we didn't even touch anything. We just walk past the table, hey, this is cool, sanitize, then move on. I can't even count how many times I put sanitizer on my hand because when you walk into the dealer's room, Artist Alley, or any panel room, you have to sanitize. Every booth you have to sanitize.
They tempt you before you can get to actually start the con at the stairs.
Yeah, and then remember, you saw the older woman. She was going around they do random temp checks, which makes sense because
they do that every night.
Are those cats okay?
Yeah, that's just fine.
Which makes sense because I always thought about, what if somebody just pops an aspirin before they go to the con? Your temp's going to be compressed.
Right.
But if they do random temp checks, then it doesn't matter. And we saw one person get kicked out of the con because of that.
Yeah, that was interesting. I didn't know what was going on with that.
I didn't either. I still don't have the full story. I asked about it, but, it's whatever. Yeah, and Anime Dallas sent a...
feedback?
Yeah, they sent a feedback. I did it. I rated everything about a 3 to 5, depending on what it was.
Probably one of the questions, did you feel safe? Did you feel...
Oh, yeah, I felt really safe compared to any, normal thing I do on a daily basis.
Yeah, because where we work, it's not safe.
No, X-Mart is not safe whatsoever. It is probably the number one. Actually, there was a current news article from New York that they did contact tracing, and restaurants and bars only made up of 14% of new COVID cases, as supermarkets made up 45%.
That's not shocking at all.
Yeah, but you know what? You got to close those bars and restaurants, right, Josh? They're going in second waves of lockdown.
I don't know. Maybe they need to, I don't know.
Maybe they need to close Congress. Maybe they need to close Joe Biden. So, Kinkitea, on your first time on the Sweet Podcast, do you have any other final comments?
No, it was just interesting and fun, and I enjoyed spending time with you guys.
Yeah. I can't wait for you to experience an actual con that's not during a global pandemic, and then we'll see how much you enjoy it. Mac's girlfriend could only make it through about 6 cons before she started really hating me and my guts and cons in general. So we'll see how far it goes. All right, we're going to do a call out.
Bring that ass here, boy.
Wow, that ass is amazing. Bruh!
Sponsored by Efren. Go to kiwifarms.com/Efren to start your free trial.
We clapped her cheeks just right.
What's the sponsor, Efren?
I mean, Efren did loan me money for the con. So, normally I change it out and it's sponsored by X-Mart or whatever else. Yeah. But I'm going to call out John Swayze and Olivia Swayze. They signed my badge, even though I didn't pay the full $20, only paid $10 because I wasn't going to pay $20.
Yeah.
Which I felt bad about, but, it's whatever. And they put on a wonderful con, the entire anime staff. And, John, if you are listening to this, which I think you are, I honestly think you are. If you are listening to this, one thing I would ask is at Anime Houston, invite Vic. Make it right. You decided last year to be woke. You heard our opinions and thoughts about the matter. And look where it's landed you. It landed you at everybody stabbing you in the back because you decided to have a perfectly safe con during a time where everybody is sad, depressed, and has no meaning in life. You did it safely, professionally. There's no one else that could have put on a better con than you did during this time.
I would agree upon that. I don't think it could have gotten any safer the way it was set up.
And, a lot of people are saying it shouldn't happen anyways, but because it did happen, it's literally the safest it could have been. And now, you're going to be on the chopping block. You're going to be the target of any future harassment from your colleagues. And it's very sad to say. And hopefully you come to realize that the Vic problem wasn't a Vic problem. It was the people that you surround yourself with. And hopefully you decide to invite Vic to not only Anime Houston 2020 or Anime Houston 2021, but also Anime Dallas 2021. And I look forward to seeing you shine as a fellow conservative in that regard. And I look forward to going to both of those conventions. Well, not Anime Houston because this guy's getting married. But to Anime Dallas next year with Vic Mignogna as a guest. But until next time, arigato gozaimasu, haben einen guten Tag, tu madre es pollo.
Hey, thanks for listening to today's episode. Please check out our other podcasts on the channel, such as The Knot, where we have bite-sized topics and conversations that anyone can enjoy. There's more to come, so subscribe and ring the bell. We don't want you missing out on any future content. Now, if you can excuse us, your mum is changing upstairs. We'll see you next time here on the Sweet Podcast, and only on YouTube.